My name is Thomas, and this is my aha moment. My running partner and I were training for the Cincinnati Marathon. It was going to be my first marathon, and it was the spring of 2000. And we're on one of those long runs that marathon runners run, and got a lot of time to think and talk. And I was complaining that we had to go to Cincinnati to run a marathon. Why can't we run a marathon in Oklahoma City? It's a big city. It's a destination city. We should have a marathon. I have a tendency to rant. And Chet finally said, fine, I'll help you do a marathon in Oklahoma City, but we're going to do it for the memorial. And we literally stopped dead in our tracks. A lot of people would think that that would be your aha moment, that doing that, having that vision, doing that creation, that would be life-changing. And in some ways it was. But it was in the aftermath of making the decision to do that, as we were interacting with people, I came across a woman who lost her 2 grandchildren in the bombing. And as she told me the story, I realized that the real tragedy was that people's lives were cut short. She told me that she couldn't remember if she had hugged and kissed her grandkids goodbye that morning when she had dropped them off at the daycare center. And of course they had died in the bombing, and this was 5 years after the event, and for her it was just like it was yesterday. And that was really my aha moment. That was when I realized that life is a gift and it's precious. And we all say that, but when you really internalize that, and it causes you to start acting differently and interacting differently. And all these people now come to the marathon, and early on we had a few thousand participants and a few hundred volunteers, and now we have 20,000 participants and 6,000 volunteers. And I wish that I could talk to each one of them individually and say, your life is a gift, and you need to go home and tell your husband or wife or kids that you love them. You need to pick up the phone and call that person that you haven't talked to and find out how they're doing. And you need to do those things that you've had on this list in the back of your mind that you think are important. You're given those things for a reason, and we need to do those things. It changes the way you feel about the world, and it changes the way you look at the world. As important as stopping hate and violence in the world is recognizing that each one of us, we don't have to do anything huge. All we have to do is love the people around us and change one life today. All we have to do is interact with one other person, and one person at a time, we can love the whole world into hope, I believe, and that's what we're working on, and we'll keep doing it until it works.